Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Wjvs News. I'm Thomas Birch.
And I'm Zachary Murphy. Today is January 26th. We have some news and updates for you, so relax and enjoy this Friday morning. First, with our look at our peak of the week. Over to you, Tommy.
Thanks, Zach. On January 31st, we'll be having a blood drive, with free food and drinks being supplied to whoever donates. So if you're feeling generous, then make sure to fill out your permission slips. They can be found in the office, health tech lab, or supplied by your instructors. Stay tuned for more updates and events and activities at the Wjvs. Hold on. Apologies, everyone. I'm just catching up.
Yes, apologies, everyone. Moving on to our national news for today. In economic news, despite a rise in jobless benefit fillings, layoffs in the U.S. remain historically low. According to the Labor Department, unemployment applications increased to 214,000 last week. However, the 4-week average, a steadier measure, decreased to 200,000. Notably, this comes amid elevated interest rates and increased job cuts in media and technology sectors. In recent developments, eBay, based in San Jose, California, has announced layoffs of 1,000 workers, joining the trend of technology companies scaling back after pandemic-driven hiring surges. In a tough year for the news industry, layoffs and buyouts have affected major players like The Washington Post, NPR, CNN, and Vox Media.
A total of 2,681 news industry jobs were lost by the end of November. Shifting to economic matters, the Federal Reserve implemented 11 rate hikes since March 2022 to curb the 4-decade high inflation triggered by a robust post-COVID economic rebound in 2020. Despite a considerable easing of inflation, recent reports from the Labor Department reveal a 0.3 rise in overall prices from November and a 3.4% increase from the previous year, indicating that the Fed's pursuit of a 2% inflation target may encounter ongoing changes.
Moving on to our local news, the Wheeling Suspension Bridge has been closed to traffic since 2019. For the last 2 years, an $80 million rehabilitation project has been underway. As part of that project, damaged cables have also been replaced, railing has been renovated, and the span has been cleaned and painted. West Virginia Secretary of Transportation Jimmy Ruston says the project is coming up on its completion, so it will be open to traffic again. The Wheeling Suspension Bridge is a national treasure, Ruston said. We have a responsibility to preserve that bridge, and we are living up to that. Now, whether or not that bridge can still be utilized or not, we are still working on that. As far as vehicular traffic, its time has probably passed. No decisions have been made as of yet.
In sports, last night Indian Creek boys lost to Weir High, 55-45. Tomorrow night, the Indian Creek boys team will be taking on Buckeye at home. Make sure you tune in for the game. Now, please take a moment to honor our nation and recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In other announcements, a reminder that transition to work students are selling $10 candies until March 1st. The candies are made by 2 former TTW students, Jack Fluharty and Mackenzie Owen, who work for the candy company Upland South. Stop down to Transition to Work to see different scents. Wait, candle. Jeez.
The Wjvs is holding a fundraiser for Jefferson County Humane Society. During all lunches, drop off items to the Transition to Work lab or school store. The lab that brings in the most items to donate to the Humane Society will run a free slushie, cookie, and popcorn. They'll be collecting items up until February 14th.
Students, ACT fee waivers are now available for students who receive free or reduced lunch. Please email Ms. Henderson to ask for one.
Remember, if you like something announced on the show, morning news request forms can be found at the front office. Please submit your forums to Mrs. Long or Ms. Wilson for approval.
And that wraps up another installment of WJVS. Have a great Friday.
Remember, stay informed, stay engaged, and make it a great day, JVS. We'll be back bright and early Monday with more news for you. So have a great weekend, everyone. This is WJVS signing off.